All right, we're getting started right freaking now. We're getting started right now. God damn it. Fucking children, bro. I'm loose tonight, baby. I'm so pissed off. You got grown-ass men who literally, like, they're just taking food out of their own mouths already at this point. I mean, this is stupid. Smells like Wrasslin. Episode, what are we at, 34? 34! And I come back to you again this week with more bullshit. And we're going to talk about it tonight. As well as tonight's review of Dynamite. Jesus Christ, man. I got to start doing these SmackDown shows because AEW is stressing me out, bro. And I love AEW. You know what I mean? I love it. I really do. But Jesus H. Christ, get your people under control. Christ almighty. So before we start this review on Dynamite, I got some shit I gotta say. Unfortunately. But I gotta let this out. Alright? Last week, it was the stupidity of wrestling media and journalism. They fucked up again today, by the way, saying that both Sammy and Andrade got sent home, but it was only Andrade. So, wrestling journalism batting fucking 1,000 on their scoops. They're wrong again. So there's that, idiots. Now we got this Twitter beef between two grown men having a Twitter beef. Adults, really? Going back and forth on Twitter like children? Like a bunch of 16-year-old fucking girls? I don't care who's writing this one. I'm disgusted with the both of them. I'm disgusted with Sammy. I'm disgusted with Andrade. Two grown adults. And not to mention it, they're talking about like hitting each other hard and this and that. Like, way to fucking just ruin. Just unbelievable, man. Unfucking believable. You want to know why this shit never happened in WWE? Because people were scared shitless of Vince. Vince had them, everybody by the goddamn cojones. All of them. Nobody would have pulled this shit with Vince around. No fucking body. Nobody. He would have stomped their asses out. He would have kept them locked in contracts, sitting at home until everyone forgot about them, until they're too old and broken down, and he would have fucking ruined them. Am I saying that's the right thing to do? No. Vince was a piece of shit. But the fucking fact that, like, these guys think it's okay to just freaking air their dirty laundry out. I don't want to hear mostly Sammy's fault. They're both idiots. Andrade's a grown-ass man. He's way older than Sammy. He's punching down. Guy is a multi-time champion. Married to the daughter of one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. And he's fucking throwing barbs at 23-year-olds on fucking Twitter. And Sammy Guevara, get him out. Get him the fuck out. You know how stacked the AEW roster is? We don't need Sammy Guevara. No way. No fucking way. You know how much young talent is in AEW that would kill for the spot that Sammy Guevara's in? Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Vince, Triple H ain't gonna take you, bro. Alright? You already proven that you can't be responsible with the little fame that you had. Now they're gonna put you on a bigger platform? Why? Put him on fucking NXT Black and Gold, that piece of shit show. NXT 3.0, I guess you could call it. Put him on that show. Who cares? Who cares? Sammy, be better. Andrade, be better. Any single one. If you're fucking old enough to drink and smoke, you should know better than to be on Twitter and freaking and make the company you work for look bad. I mean, that's your bread. That's your moneymaker. Those are the people who pay your checks. Do you think this makes AEW look good when you go on fucking the internet and you start just acting like a fucking idiot with other coworkers of yours? Unbelievable. And it's not just them too. A lot of people have been fucking doing it in AEW. Enough with the Twitter. You have something to say to somebody, go to their fucking face. Maybe you could be a better man than Punk and Omega and the Bucks, who couldn't keep their fucking hands off of each other. You guys are grown men. You're grown adults. Act like it. Unbelievable. Like AEW doesn't have enough image problems right now. You want to be a team player? Shut your mouth. Take it behind closed doors. Have some professionalism. Have some fucking decorum. Unbelievable. This is stupid. This is stupid that we should be having to talk about this. But it keeps on happening. Tony, get your shit together, bro. You're a billionaire. You run 2 companies. This is how you run shit? How the fuck are you a billionaire? You can't run a bunch of adults. You know what? I hate to say it, Punk was right. He works with fucking children. Punk's a fucking child too, by the way. Notice there's no CM Punk chance anymore. People are done with him. You and the chip on your shoulder, fuck off. I never want to see you in a wrestling ring again. Sick of you. Overrated. Great on the mic. You're okay in the ring. You're old. You're tired. You're bitter. Go home. Write some comic books. Go fight in fucking Bellator and get your bell rung for a couple of million. You fucking moron. Bucks, Omega, you built the company! I would have let there and I would have taken the punch from Punk. It would have been on him. It would have made him solely look bad. Cutler, you idiot. You got that job as a blessing. You had nothing before they gave you that job. And what? Idiot. Nakazawa, what the fuck? Sick of this shit. I never thought I'd see the day where I want to watch WWE just because there's no bullshit over there. Aside from the fact that they had fucking Otis pin the greatest wrestler of all time, Johnny Gargano. What kind of booking was that? Fuck you, Jordan. Grown fucking men. You're right, Royal. Grown men. Being children. You got something up with a coworker, you take it behind closed doors, you take it up with management, and you show some fucking respect for the company that made you money and respect for the goddamn business. Nakazawa and Cutler shouldn't have even been there. They should have been fucking warming up the car outside. Cutler should have been editing some BTE bullshit. We could have got another 3-minute long, stupid fucking Ryan Nemeth segment on BTE. That's what fucking Cutler should have been doing. Don't you got some air canisters to huff, pal? Cold spray? Nakazawa, don't you got some freaking a body lotion you could pour all over yourself? What the fuck were you doing in the ring with the in the locker room with the real wrestlers? Get the fuck out of there. Omega and the Bucks, come on, man. Sammy and Andrade, come on. Eddie Kingston, come on. You know better. The sandbagging bullshit with Thunder Rosa. Come on. People need to start acting like they're adults. People need to start acting professional. Professional wrestling. It's not enough just to be a wrestler. Be professional. Keep your mouth shut on social media. It's for fucking children anyways. And take your differences behind closed doors in management. Jesus Christ. Unreal. Now, Doom, it kind of was Eddie's fault, all right? Because Eddie let a child get under his skin. Eddie's what, in his 40s? He's been in the business for how long? I expect better from Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston should be a locker room leader. And if he's throwing hands with a punk like Sammy, come on. The second Eddie put hands on him, it was totally his fault. Until then, it's just talk from a loudmouth. Get him out of there. Not Eddie. It's like, bro, you've only been on television for 3 years, and this is what you've accomplished in 3 years? Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm sick of this, man. AEW, like I said, I'm a big fan, but I'm fucking embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. I'm just like how Mox was. Mox was embarrassed. He was ashamed. So am I, man. As a fan, so am I. You go out there, you buy the merch, you buy the tickets, and this is what they do? Unbelievable. People gotta get their shit together, bro. I'm telling you that right now. I am telling you that right freaking now. Dynamite review. I'm still going to review the show anyways. Oh, Lordy. If I could figure out a consistent work schedule, guys, for Fridays, I will give you weekly SmackDown reviews. I love SmackDown. I love watching it every week now. Raw, it's too long. SmackDown, I'll do. 2-hour show, with a little bit of Rampage in there. I'll do it. All right, people, here we go. Stacked card tonight on the 3-year anniversary of Dynamite, extended episode. Went about 15 minutes over. That's why the podcast started a little late. I was not late. Tony was. Main event was the ROH Pure Champion, Daniel Garcia, and teaming up with Bryan Danielson to fight Chris Jericho and Sammy fucking Guevara. MJF versus Wheeler Yuta. Rush versus Hangman Page. Darby Allin versus Jay Lethal. Wardlow versus Brian Cage for the TNT title. Luchasaurus in action. A trios match with the women. And the National Scissoring Day celebration with the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass. So let's start off with the opening match. MJF's music hits. MJF versus Wheeler Yuta. Freaking fantastic match. These guys went all out. That was some great professional wrestling there. MJF is super freaking talented in the ring. So is Wheeler Yuta. They're really the edge that MJF has on Wheeler Yuta is MJF is just a more compelling character at this point. But I mean, they could do so much with Wheeler Yuta. As long as he's willing to learn and he improves on the mic and his character, absolutely. I think putting him with the Blackpool Combat Club was great. I think it gave him an edge. I think it made him a little bit tougher. I think it gave him some guidance. He's also he got to be pure champ for a while. Thought it was great. Crowd was totally into it. I don't know what was going on at the end, though. Yuta offers a handshake to MJF, who's the biggest piece of shit in professional wrestling. Lee Moriarty attacks Yuta from behind. MJF gets all pissed off that he intervened. Stokely Hathaway came out, gave MJF the Dynamite Diamond ring so he could knock out Yuta. Regal steps out from commentary, puts on his signature pair of brass knucks, and MJF just retreats. Okay. Why the hell was MJF even considering shaking hands with Wheeler Yuta? He should have beat the shit out of him right then and there. I don't get it. Why, like, teasing a face MJF? Why? Yeah, but I mean, like, he's supposed to be the big, he's supposed to be the big heel against Mox. Make him a heel. He's probably going to win the title as a heel. Using heel moves. Maybe. What, you think MJF's going to win the title? They're going to turn him face? Royal? That's a possibility. I mean, they are cheering him. They're definitely not booing him. Is it time for MJF to go face? I don't know. We'll see. We will see. No, I miss Adam Cole. I'll just put that out there. They did a video package showcasing tonight's main event with Danielson and Garcia versus Jericho and Sammy Guevara. They did a backstage segment. Sammy had one line. Crowd booed the shit out of him, which is good, punk ass. Darby Allin defeated Jay Lethal in an excellent match. The matches tonight were great. If I didn't know anything was going on outside of what I see on television, it was a great fucking show. There's some great wrestling on tonight. Again, a heel considering shaking hands with a face, and he did it. Lethal and Darby Allin shook hands at the end. Even though there was an interference by Satnam Singh and Sanjay Dutt, but they showed up and there was a little bit of a distraction. You know, Darby kind of lost his way, but there's that. They did a video package of the Embassy. Prince Nana reintroducing us to the Gates of Agony, who will have a match I think on Rampage or next week on Dynamite, I forgot. And Brian Cage, who's also part of that group, who said tonight he's going to become TNT champ. I think that group used to be led by Tully Blanchard, but Tully Blanchard took he stepped away from anything on camera. He did this video package obviously because the next match was Wardlow versus Brian Cage. Two big meaty men slapping meat. It was great. I love big hoss matches. Just two big dudes beating the shit out of each other. Wardlow does the power bombs, 4 power bombs in the Powerbomb Symphony for the win. Post-match, the Gates of Agony hit the ring, attack Wardlow. Samoa Joe makes the save, but obviously they were outnumbered. Then FTR's music hits, crowd goes nuts. And for anyone out there who thinks that FTR is cooling off and that no one remembers them, fuck you. That crowd was hot. Every single crowd FTR walks into, they pop big. FTR is pretty much consistently the biggest pop of the night on any show, on any promotion. Did you guys watch that match, New Japan, against them in Aussie Open? That crowd gave them a 10-minute standing ovation. So if you're wondering where FTR are, you're not a real FTR fan. Because they've been wrestling. You're just not watching them, lazy fucks. Go get a New Japan subscription and watch them. They're incredible. FTR, still the hottest tag team in professional wrestling, with the exception of maybe the Usos. And the Acclaimed. Britt Baker backstage saying Saraya won't be competed to, isn't clear to compete. Okay. And it's her house now, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to lie, I skipped the whole women's match. I really could care less. I'm not a fan of Willow Nightingale and her gimmick. It's just my personal thing. I know a lot of people like her. She's from my hometown in Long Island. But I just am not a fan of happy-go-lucky women who are adults and talk like this. I don't like it. I don't fucking like it. I don't like it so much that even though Bayley turned heel, I still don't like her. It's just my preferences, guys. And now she's getting a third shot against Jade. Why? Because you won a couple of whatever. Apparently, they haven't updated the rankings in AEW since August 22nd. Which I think was like one of the last Dynamites before All Out. So, rankings don't mean shit. They're just making matches now. Which, not gonna lie, with all their very weak explanations for why people are in the rankings didn't mean shit either. The rankings don't mean shit unless you beat actual people. First off, I don't think you should have wins or losses until you beat anyone in the top 10. Period. They should structure Dark and Elevation like they structure soccer. You can get regulated. You get enough wins, you make it to the top, you move on to the next round. You get enough wins, you make it to the top, now you're in the top 10, you start getting rankings. And now you start getting wins. Then you could actually build up stories of people building themselves up from low in the rankings on Dark all the way up to Dynamite and Rampage. You know what I mean? Oh my god, the weigh-ins? Ridiculous. Fucking stupid. That's when they had a Go-Go on there, which I thought was dumb as fuck. Where they tried to where Cody tried to be the next coming of Rocky. Just go back to curing racism, Cody. It's cool. Saraya actually got in the action and actually hit people. I mean, didn't really hit anyone with any legit moves. Like she did she super kicked Reba, and she did some hockey punches with some other women at the end. Oh my god, they use an actual scale. I remember that. Oh. Early days of AEW. Backstage, Tony Schiavone is with Roosh. Jose, the assistant, in Private Party. Jose says that they have video evidence of Private Party not being there. They said they either got to be there tonight or they're going to take him to court because Matt Hardy's been contract tampering. I got to say this. It was fun that when AEW poked fun at WWE because Vince was a piece of shit and I think he deserved to be mocked and he didn't deserve any respect from anybody. So I thought that was fine then. But with Vince gone, the allure of them shitting on WWE is just dumb. The whole sports entertainer thing, it's tired, man. It's tired. The whole, sports entertainers be pro wrestlers all the time, I don't care anymore. It's not cool. It's not funny. I don't care. The whole contract tampering thing that they were talking about. When your wrestlers act like fucking idiots online, the cute shit doesn't seem as cute anymore. So maybe if you want me to, be in a better mood and start laughing, maybe get your guys to stop acting like fucking idiots on the internet. Take away all their social media accounts. Treat them like children. You're grounded. No Twitter for you, bitch. They had National Scissoring Day, which was pretty much one of the funnest, the most enjoyable segments on tonight's show. Shivani asked Taz to scissor with him. Taz just said no. Which I thought was great. They did a rap. Bowens called himself the Sultan of Scissor. He says scissoring is a handshake and a sign of friendship. They're a team and not thrown together like Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland. Daddy Ass said it's not Swerve's house, but it's Daddy Ass's house. He presented Bowens and Caster with a pair of golden scissors he got from City Hall, so that was pretty cool. Caster had everyone in the stand up. There were scissors all over the place, man. It was wild. Told him to look to the left, look to the right, and scissor the people alongside you. Hysterical. The crowd loved it. Caster talked about his father, who was an ex-NFL player, was a part of the Super Bowl winning Washington Redskins, I think about 40 years ago. He said his father achieved greatness just like the Acclaim did when they won the titles. And Even though the nation's divided, he's in this ring on National Scissoring Day. There's no red, there's no blue, there's no left, there's no right. They're all wearing pink, and they did a bipartisan scissoring. It was great. Right actually when they were about to do it, Swerve comes out. Basically said the title should be on Billy Gunn's shoulders because he was the one who helped them win. Swerve challenged Gunn on Dynamite next week. Swerve had a rock in his hand. Said rock beats scissors. Sterling interrupted with papers. I guess he must have got them for Brody Lee. Told Swerve that paper covers rock. Said that the Acclaim needed him in their fight against Swerve. And then, because I think he tried to get Swerve kicked out. Didn't he have like a petition to get rid of Swerve? The Acclaim beat the shit out of him in the end. Dark Order video. Friday's the anniversary of Brody Lee's last match. They're gonna be fighting Death Triangle for the Trios championships. It's gonna be Silver, Reynolds, and 10 because they pushed back the Andrade match for obvious reasons. Oh gosh. Shivani was backstage with Madison Rayne and Sky Blue. Madison Rayne was basically building up Sky Blue, how she's an up-and-coming talent, and she's coming along great. And then the two most idiotic women on the goddamn roster show up, which is Anna Jay and Tay Mello. Anna Jay, cut her. Get her out of the roster. She is horrible at everything except for looking hot. So go online, sell some protein drinks on Instagram, and get the fuck off of professional wrestling television. Awful. Sick of it. Ty, ugh. Her promos are killing me, man. Every single time she gets on the mic, I'm like, good God. I mean, she'll get a better grasp on English eventually, but sweet Jesus. And they challenged them to a tag match on Rampage, which I'll be skipping when it's on. Hangman Page, in a great match against Rush, beat him with the buckshot lariat. Private Party comes to the ring. Jon Moxley shows up out of nowhere, no music, no nothing, shows up, gives Private Party a look, and gives him the get the fuck out of here, guys. Private Party retreats. Moxley says he's been waiting for this for 3 years. Between him and Hangman, they've pretty much beat everyone in the company, which is true. Mox never beat Omega, but Hangman did. Hangman never beat MJF, but Mox did. So, they definitely, I've been waiting for this match also. Those two would have a great match, I think. I think they have an incredible match when they fight in Cincinnati. Hopefully it's a match with limited commercial interruptions. He says Moxley, there will be one last man standing in AEW. He's going to show up in his hometown arena. He's going to choke Page out until he turns blue. He's going to break his face. He said that he respects him, but when the bell rings, he respects no one. Mox went to leave. Page was just like, hey, you want to fight me so bad? Why don't we do it right now? Moxie said, hey, you're a sweet kid. I thought that was great. But like a lot of kids around here, your mouth gets you in trouble. So Mox lets him off the hook. He says, I'm going to let you off the hook this once. Watch your mouth. And walks out of the ring. So, definitely liking that, they're steadily building that match, which is great. I hope they have one more. I hope they have a segment or two between now and their match in Cincinnati, but so far I'm liking what I'm seeing. Shivani's backstage congratulating Willow Nightingale because she got her win. Hooray! And I'm going to challenge for the title! Hope Jay beats the shit out of her. Luchasaurus comes out and beats Fuego del Sol. Who fucking cares, man? Another guy they should cut, Luchasaurus. Frickin' Jungle Boy comes out, says he was my best friend. He broke his heart. He's like, Now I'm going to break your fingers. That's the first thing he starts with. Mox just said he was going to break somebody's face. I'm going to break... Luchasaurus is fucking 7 feet tall. Who the fuck cares how many fingers you break? The guy's fucking a giant. You should break his legs. You should break his back, his arm. You start with his fingers? Jesus Christ. Jungle Boy's got to get better on this mic, man, because this, it's great in the ring, but, like, we all knew when it took him, 4 months not to talk. Rampage card for this Friday. Death Triangle defends their trios tag titles against John Silver, Alex Reynolds, and 10. Josh Woods and Tony Nese fight the Varsity Blondes. Madison Rayne and Sky Blue fight Ty Mello and Anna Jay. And Moxley, Wheeler Yuta, and Claudio Castagnoli fight Rouge, Private Party, and Jose the Assistant. This is why I don't stay late for Rampage anymore when I go to AEW live shows. This is a dark card. Right here. Alright? This is why I could just catch Rampage whenever. It used to be great. When they actually had great matches with great wrestlers. Now it's just the B team out there. Battle of the Belts later that night. Jade Cargill defends against Will Nightingale. FTR put the tag belts on the line. The ROH tag belts against the Gates of Agony. And Pac defends the All-Atlantic title against Trent Beretta. So Pac doing 2 matches. Maybe Trent wins. Dynamite for the 12th. Jungle Boy versus Luchasaurus. Billy Gunn versus Swerve Strickland. And by the way, this match is taking place in Canada. Jericho defending the world title, the ROH world title against Danielson. They're going to run it back a 3rd time. Will Danielson beat Jericho for the title in Canada? I don't know. Main event, world champion Chris Jericho, Sammy fucking Guevara defeat Bryan Danielson and the ROH pure champion Daniel Garcia. Jericho and Garcia had a handshake to begin the match, so the code of honor was running rampant tonight. Crowd was chanting "fuck you, Sammy," which is good. They should have chanted that all night. And booed him. But they gave Sammy the pin. Sammy pins Guevara after Guevara got hit with the ROH title by Jericho. Jericho continues to be the most dishonorable champion in ROH history. And that's pretty much it. I thought it was a great show. A lot of great wrestling. The opening match with Yuta and MGF was awesome. The match between Darby and Lethal was great. Wardlow and Brian Cage I thought was great. National Scissoring Day segment, awesome. The tag match that they had, great. There was a women's match too. And that's it for tonight. That's all I got for Dynamite. See what's going on in the chat. Bulletproof Mashup says Sammy can't go to WWE until Hunter fires Sasha. What? He apologized? What the hell is the... You know what you know what I don't get nowadays? Everyone wants apologies. He should apologize. She should apologize. They should apologize. What the fuck is the point of an apology if you don't ever want to forgive anybody? Who the fuck cares? Don't tell them to apologize if you don't give a shit. No, all that tells me is you're a piece of shit. If I wasn't expecting to forgive anybody, I'm not going to ask them to say sorry. I'm not going to accept it anyways. Why waste your breath? Stupid. Let's see what we got here. Royal saying it, they're setting up the face turn for MJF. It's possible. They keep cheering him like he does. There's no way he could be a dick. Paul White taking hours to get Cody's weight. Oh my God, yeah, I remember that one. They're calling Swerve Sneaky Swerve, which I thought was ironic because the Acclaim were the ones who were pretty sneaky. Well, actually, no. Swerve was the only one trying to cheat to win on that title match. I mean, I was fucking there. I saw it. And Doom's crying. Oh, man. Guys, it's been a pleasure. Always love coming in front of the camera, stepping in front of this microphone and talking with you guys every Wednesday. Let's hope, you know, the AEW roster could stop being bitches, start being adults, and start realizing that when they all work together, they can make a lot of money and they make the fans happy. Stop reading the internet. Stop reading the dirt sheets. Focus on being the best professional wrestler you could be. Work on your professionalism. Work on your wrestling. Don't listen to these assholes online. Half of them aren't real! Dark Arrow, thank you for the props. I love the rants in the beginning. Yeah. You know, if I got something to rant about, I'm going to rant. I'm a very passionate person, especially when it comes to this stuff. By the way, I'm looking forward to do that Wish Ender quest as soon as I log off. So, I hope your balls are screwed on tight, baby. Because we're going for that bow. We're going for that dungeon. So I'm ready to rock and roll as soon as this podcast is over, which is, I'm pretty much wrapping it up now, bud. But I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. Royal, Doom, Dark Owl, thank you all for tuning in today. I will see you guys next Wednesday for another review for Dynamite. Let's hope in the next 7 days more people don't do any more stupid shit so I don't have to rant and I can save my voice and have fun and talk about wrestling. Jesus Christ. But, yeah, guys. That's pretty much it for tonight. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, my God. And, that's pretty much it, people. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to play some little outro music while we're going. And, that's it, people. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I'll see you next week.